Hello, this is Tamora with Happy Here, and I just got back from the gym. I was doing leg day, and I thought that I would record a short session of stretching with a strap. So today we're literally going to lay down with a strap. You can use a towel or a throw blanket, anything like that would work just as well. And we're just gonna stretch out our legs. It'll feel really nice, even if you didn't do leg day today. This is just gonna be 10 to 15 minutes of a gentle, restorative stretch session with a little bit of breath work to calm the nervous system as well. So let's get right into it. I don't know if I'll need that. All right, so we're gonna first off just lie down on our backs. If you can open a window, let in some fresh air, the sound of the neighbor's lawn being mowed is a nice ambiance. Let's just get settled in on our mat. I'm gonna bend my knees, put my feet flat on the mat, take them out wide, and let my knees fall in together in constructive rest. You can let our hands fall down by our sides. We could place them on our belly, whatever feels calming and grounding to you today. We'll just start to tune into our breath. Where is it? What shape is it taking in your body? Let your inhales begin to move a little lower into your belly. Relax the muscles in your belly, allow it to expand as you inhale. And then as you exhale, pull your belly button back towards your spine, letting out all of the air. And with your next inhale, again allow your belly to expand and then feel as it moves into your ribs. Allowing your rib cage to also expand out to the sides. And then exhale, rib cage comes back together, belly button pulls down towards the spine. Let it all go. And this last time, inhale, let your belly expand. Let it move into your ribs and expand your rib cage. And then finally, allow your heart to float. And exhale, open the mouth, let out a sigh. And then release the practice, just allow your breath to move naturally. We're gonna go ahead and grab our strap and we'll put it around the balls of both feet, letting the soles of our feet point up towards the ceiling, and just feel into where your legs are at this morning. You can do some rocking side to side. Let your toes fall towards your face and move away again. And keeping a nice micro bend in the knees. Not trying to lock out those joints. Keeping a micro bend with your toes flexed will protect the knees as we stretch. When you're ready, you can begin to pull your toes towards your face as you exhale. Inhale, release. And as we do this, think about keeping your tailbone glued to the mat. So it may not be a large movement, just a small lifting forward. I'm beginning to feel the circulation moving through the backs of my legs. Feels really good. We can take our feet out wide into more of a V shape. You might wrap your strap around your hands. Again, we're not being too intense. We're keeping this pretty gentle. Keep those feet flexed. And again, maybe we rock from side to side. That feels like a nice massage through the back of my pelvis and the sacrum. And move in little circles. That just feels really great. If you've joined me in circles, let's switch directions. And I'm keeping my core slightly engaged here as well, so the belly button's pulling back gently towards the spine, just to help protect our lower back. Beautiful. Let's bring both feet together. We're going to release our strap and let our left leg fall down to the mat. You can keep your knee bent or extend that leg long. I'm going to keep it bent because I have some tenderness in this left knee, so it feels more comfortable to keep it bent today. And now with just this right leg, we'll do the same thing again. So flex those toes towards your face. Heel is reaching up towards the ceiling and gently just pulling the leg in towards the body. Tailbone reaches down towards the mat. You can use your exhale to stretch slightly deeper. Inhale, maybe release just a little bit, playing with that intensity. And then when you're ready, we'll take both ends of the strap in the right hand. You might wrap it around your palm, and we'll let the right leg float gently over the body to the left. This gets a nice stretch through the IT band, the outside of the glute, and through the calf. The more you keep your toes flexed, the better stretch you get in the calf. And then with your next inhale, come back up through center. We'll switch the ends of the strap into the left hand and let the right leg begin to fall gently out towards the right. Now we're going to feel this through the inner thigh, maybe into the hip. This also feels good on my lower back. And if it feels good, you can also use this right hand to help support that leg gently so it's not just flopping around in the air over there if that feels a little scary to your joints. I'm still keeping a micro bend in this knee, pulling the toes towards my face, finding small circles in the hip. And again, I'm keeping my spine nice and long, tailbone reaching down towards the bottom of the mat, belly button engaged lightly towards the back of the spine. And then when you inhale, we can come back up through center. Once again, pull your toes towards your face gently. See if you have a little more range of motion now versus where we began. And then we'll take the strap off the foot, reach the foot towards the ceiling energetically, finding some space in this right hip. And then keeping length, reaching with the heel, we'll begin to lower the leg towards the mat very slowly. Take a good 5 to 10 seconds. And then just before you reach the mat, an inch or two off the ground, pause, hold the leg there, and then release. And just take a breath or two before we move on to the other leg to notice the difference between right and left leg at this point. Maybe we're feeling a little more circulation in that right leg, a little more release in the muscles, feeling a little bit of tingling in the toes. Then when you're ready, we'll bend that left leg. Bring the strap around the ball mound of that left foot and have the ends in both hands. Keeping a bend in the knee. And we'll do the same thing on this side. So we'll gently pull those toes up towards our face. Keeping the tailbone pressing down onto the mat. Gently engaged through the core. And keeping a micro bend in that knee. Find some side to side movement in the hip. Using your inhale to release some of the intensity and using your exhales to pull in a little deeper. Only as far as feels good. And then when you're ready, we'll switch both straps into the right hand and let this left leg begin to fall in towards the body to the right. Actually, we'd have the straps in the left hand, sorry. That gives us better leverage. And the leg may not fold far over the body here. Just until you feel a stretch through the outside of that leg. It's nice for the IT band, the glutes. And on this leg, I feel it in my inner thigh also, interestingly enough. We're pulling those toes towards our face energetically. And then as we inhale, we'll move through center, using the strap to support the leg, switching the ends into the right hand, and we'll let our legs start to fall out towards the left. And I'm using my left hand to help guide my leg. Like I said, my knee has been feeling a little iffy on this side, so I'm just being really gentle. Getting a good stretch, but not trying to hurt myself. Bring those toes up towards the face. Keeping a bend in that knee. Maybe taking circles through the hip. And then when you're ready, use an inhale and that left hand to help pull your leg up through center. We'll remove the strap, set it off to the side. Energetically press that left heel up towards the ceiling, finding space in that left hip, and then slowly starting to lower it down towards the ground. Taking a good 5 to 10 seconds, using our core. And again, before you reach the mat, pausing just a few inches off the ground. Reach the heel long and then release and set that leg down. Now we can feel the the difference in both legs from where we started today. And that's where we're going to end. So we can take just a couple of minutes in a brief Shavasana. You can stay right where you are, or if you would like to round out your stretching session here, we can bring the heels of the feet to touch, coming into a reclined butterfly. And we can take our Shavasana in this position. And place your hands on your hips, give them a little massage. Or you can just lay them down by your sides, up in a goalpost position to open the heart. And we'll just take a moment or two in silence to integrate our nice little strap session, our strap stretch session. Noticing the shape and pace of our breath once again. Maybe it's a little easier to move the breath down into the belly than when we first stepped on our mat today. And if you've placed yourself in a reclined butterfly, you can bring your hands to the outsides of your thighs and gently guide your knees back together. We can roll onto one side and use your hand in front of your heart to press yourself back up to seated. Thank you for joining me for this little stretch today. I hope that your legs thank you. I know mine will before I go sit for the rest of the day on my computer. If you liked this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. There will be more coming. And I'll put a link to my website in the description below. I do a full yoga class on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain right now. They are free through the month of May, so don't miss out on that. And I hope I see you there in class or here on YouTube. And thank you once again for being here. I hope you find yourself happy here today.